Not a day goes by that Al Ogletree, or as he's better known, Coach Al, doesn't hear from one of the many players he mentored through 40 seasons, 29 of them at Pan American. It makes him happy to know that he was able to make a difference with so many young men. One of the most successful coaches in NCAA baseball history, Coach Al won 1,217 games, is a member of 9 different athletics halls of fame, produced 23 major league draftees, and played 2 years in the minor leagues himself. Coach Al is a kind and selfless man who prefers to deflect praise onto others. Instead of fixating on his storied success as a coach, he would rather chat about the incredible number of ex-players who have gone on to become baseball coaches, a number that now stands at 175 by his count. "I always felt like we were there to coach," said the Austin native, who played baseball for Texas A&M in the early 1950s, "but we were also educators." Coach Al taught PE classes at Pan American, kept a scorebook for the basketball games, and generally found himself involved with everything. He says the Bronx were and are his life. As part of his academic mission, Coach Al took care to minister to his student athletes on the finer points of college, encouraging them to grow, learn, and progress in all areas, including school. Teaching the student athletes to be accountable both on and off the field was a priority for Coach Al and his assistant coaches, foremost of whom was lifelong friend and coaching ally Reggie Treadaway. Now, Pan American College had just joined the ranks of NCAA Division I when Coach Al came aboard in 1969. He remembers having established a relationship with Pan Am Athletic Director Jim Brooks a few years earlier, and it was Brooks who enticed Coach Al to come down to the Valley. As the newest member of the Bronx family, Coach Al fell in step with some of the finest friends he would ever meet, from the trailblazing Brooks and basketball coach Sam Williams to sports information director Jim McCone. All are members of the school's Athletics Hall of Fame. The hard work and good times extended to the baseball field, where the Bronx became one of the most feared units in the nation. A powerhouse in the 1970s, they captured 81% of their games from 1970 to 1980, averaging 52 wins a year. The team's exploits up in Omaha in 1971 still live in university sports lore, as the Bronx finished 4th in the nation, performing on the national level at the College World Series and earning Coach Al the title of National Coach of the Year from the Sporting News. The outstanding showing made by the Bronx on the biggest stage carried over into the amazing run of seasons to come. There would be dozens of All-Americans and a handful of draftees. Valley native Tony Barbosa was the first, picked by the California Angels in 1970. Coach Al speaks fondly of the Tyrone brothers, Jim and Wayne, who were stars in the early 70s before going on to play in the major leagues. He remembers Port Isabel's Donald Guillotte stealing 107 bases in 1987 to set a still unsurpassed NCAA record, as if it were yesterday. Earlier there had been Jim Hickey, a 16-game winner and All-American in 1983, when the Bronx set a program record with 64 wins. Hickey is another of the exes who became a coach, making it to the majors as an assistant, a pitching coach. Even with a grueling schedule, sometimes as many as 80 games in some seasons, Coach Al always made sure the kids missed as little class time as possible. He told them the following: "You have everything you need here to succeed. You represent your school, your family, yourself, and we support you 100%. Now just don't mess it up." Typical Coach Al, simple and straight to the point. He was known for smoking a pipe in the dugout during less politically correct times, and for years after retirement has been noted for his walking stick, which is actually a baseball bat, naturally. Coach Al recorded 1,084 of his 1,217 wins with the Bronx from 1969 to 1997, and in the process became a cherished part of Valley life, not only for his contributions in athletics, but also for how he nurtured his young men, developed their intellect and character, and prepared them for excellence in life. Due to his success both on and off the field, Coach Al earned the title of UTBA Baseball Head Coach Emeritus. In celebration of Coach Al Ogletree's unwavering dedication to Pan American, and in honor of his Bronx legacy, he and his late wife Joanne will be remembered thanks to the new Al and Joanne Ogletree Plaza, located at the entrance to the university's baseball stadium. Congratulations and thank you, Coach Al, recipient of the 2015 UTPA Presidential Pillar.